Harold at the North Pole. Harold at the North Pole by Crockett Johnson. It was Christmas Eve, and Harold had to have a Christmas tree before Santa Claus arrived. So in the warm wool cap and mittens, with his purple crayon and the moon, he set off in the north woods. Harold made sure he went north by the Big Dipper. He was glad it happened to be a clear, starry night. Go. Suddenly he remembered Santa Claus came by sleigh. There would have to be snow. And there was snow. There was a blizzard. Harold shivered. It's a fine night to be out, he thought, for a snowman. The snowman was worse than he imagined. Even a snowman didn't look cheerful in it. Harold gave the snowman a muffler to wear. But this couldn't be really the North Pole, he told himself, because he knew that Santa Claus's workshop is at the North Pole. Still, it looked remarkably like the North Pole, Harold reflected as he climbed up on the snowdrift as big as a house. It was a house. He really was at the North Pole on the roof of Santa's workshop. Smooth snow over the eaves. Harold was sure Santa Claus was inside. He was snowed in, and it was the night before Christmas. Why, Harold asked excitedly, couldn't Santa come out up the chimney? Then he realized that was a silly question. Of course Santa Claus could come up a chimney. The difficulty was Santa's sleigh full of toys couldn't come out that way, Harold thought. Then he acted fast. He told Santa to come out without this sleigh and not to worry, to leave things to him. Santa Claus appeared to be rather doubtful, but Harold confidently went to work lining up the reindeer. Soon Prancer and Dancer were pawing at the snow, eager to be off around the world. Harold wasn't quite certain of the names of the other reindeer, but he made sure there were 8 of them. They were all handsome and all-spirited animals. And if they weren't exactly in the right order, none of them complained. Harold harnessed them with no difficulty, and he hitched them to a splendid sleigh. It had a comfortable seat for Santa Claus and had room for a sizable bag of toys. He generously filled the bag to overflowing, and without more ado, he waved goodbye. He would have liked to ride with Santa, but he still had to find a Christmas tree, and he had to get it home and decorate it too before Santa got there. He looked everywhere for a Christmas tree, but all he could see is the moon. He wondered how the moon would look on top of the Christmas tree as an ornament. It looked fine over the tree, and the tree also looked fine under the moon. It was just the tree he had been looking for. Now the only problem was to get it home. It had to stand in the living room between the fireplace and the big soft chair. Fortunately, the tree fit in perfectly. Harold hung up one of his stockings on the fireplace mantel, and he climbed into the big soft chair to wait for Santa Claus to arrive.